Hi Scorpio, my water forces. I hope this reading is bringing you in good health and wealth uh, for this mid monthly reading of April 16th to April 30th, 2016. And that you're enjoying your spring, this nice weather that you may have been getting, depending on where you are around the country, or maybe in your country. I'm in the States. This is Goldie, and I'll be doing your monthly reading. Thank you for visiting my channel and my readings, and for viewing into my reading. Also, I like to thank my subscribers. I appreciate all of you who have been riding with me so far, and thank you for all the love, the comments, the likes, the shares, and all the kind things and words you guys um, shared. And thank you for sharing. Also, if you would like a free reading, I still will be doing free readings this month. You have to be a subscriber though. That's what I always tell people. I mean, it's free. I mean, what else can you ask for? It's free to you, and all you have to do is subscribe. That's all I ask, so you can keep stay in tune with what I'm doing and go with the flow and the vibes of the channel, and be a part of the family, of course. Um, but just go ahead and subscribe, and I have some really good things coming up. I'm not gonna announce it today, but probably next month in May. Also, we have some retrogrades, a lot of retrogrades going on, and you know the energy we had last month in March with the eclipses, the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, that expanding over to this month with the retrogrades of Mars, Mercury, Saturn, Pluto, and even Jupiter. So it's going to be kind of erratic behaviors, mood swings from people, bad communication, miscommunication, quick temperedness. Uh, Emotions are going to be high and thin and probably dry too. So just bear with everyone. Hold on, hold your horses. We'll get through it. It ain't going to last all year. It ain't going to last always. This too shall pass. And bear with this reading because some of my readings have been kind of like, I can tell that the communication, my communicating is like, I'm not the best communicator. I'm not the worst either, but I can tell that things are kind of like choppy in my readings. Uh, and that's has to do with the planets and the stars. We're all connected, and it all messes with our energies. It influences all of us. All of us, we're gonna feel it, no matter what sign, no matter what planet is in what sign right now. These retrogrades are gonna affect all the zodiac signs from Aries all the way down to last but not least Aquarius, the sign of Aquarius. All of the signs. All right, Scorpio. I think that's about it for the announcements. Hope you can hear this reading. If not, invest in some earplugs, headphones, and hopefully that will help you out better. So I'll try to speak louder now in my videos. If not, then maybe it's not meant for you to hear this message. Maybe it's not for you. But if you tuned into this and you're hearing this, then I think you didn't come here for a reason. No reason. Everything happens for a reason, and there's no such thing as coincidence. I believe everything happens for a reason. You just have to find out what that reason is. All right. I think that's it. Look at the about session um, of my YouTube channel for more information on how to get a hold of me if you have any questions. All right. Let's get um, to it. 3 card spread with the Oracle card deck I'm using right now. And the first card is Heal. You know what? I'm not even going to start with that card, even though I told you that. But I'm leaning towards the spirit is telling me to go start with Control first. I'm going to go through all the cards, of course. So don't worry, we'll get through them all. Control. Now, if you try to control everything in your relationship, because the energy I'm picking up right away is broken relationships with this energy right off the bat. Or maybe that person, your significant other, lover, spouse, has been the one who tries to control everything in every situation um, in a relationship, and it's caused some turmoil. It caused things not to flow right. It doesn't help us none at all when we try to control people or things. We only can control ourselves um, because we are in control of ourselves. We are our own being. We cannot control, even though we think we might control. We might even have to a point like they can have, if this person is doing this to you, they can have somewhat of a control with you. It could be aggressive. That's it's controlling them. It's controlling you, but that's not really controlling you. Because when it's all said and done, they're going to have to reap the repercussions. They're going to have to pay the costs and consequences of trying to control you that way, trying to control you aggressively, trying to run your life like that. Especially if you're a grown adult, and no, and it could be abuse that's involved, verbal abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse. It's all abuse. It's all, which emotional and mental abuse, you're affected with those more. Those lingered more than the physical. And that's all bad. All of it is bad. Abuse is abuse. But if somebody's controlling you like that, hopefully you can try to get help, get help, get help, get help. It ain't worth staying in. It's easier said than done, I know. But talk to someone, a trusted loved one, friend, parent, uh, counselor, psychiatrist, psychologist, even me. Um, just don't keep that from a doctor, your own physician that you go to. Nowadays, you can talk to, and these people have to keep the information discreetly between you and whatever the professional is. That's the law. They have to keep it between you guys, what you tell them, and then you take it. Or advocates. There's advocates that volunteer. That they have advocates out there for that. If you're a battered woman, it's usually you could be a battered man, but come on now. The reality of it is, it's always usually the women that get battered from the men. Don't come give me no shit on my channel, especially not on no subject like this, because at the end of the day, a man is always going to be stronger than a woman. I don't care what nobody say. Don't even go unless you looking like China, that wrestler lady. You built and buff like that, and then you a puny man, you getting abused. That's something different. But 9 times out of 10, most women are not built like that, bodybuilder, and have that body built type, muscular and built and strong like that. So don't even run that down to me, because I'm gonna shut it down. I'm gonna shut it down, and I'm gonna be real with it. I'm not even gonna try to hear that mess. So, but back to what I was saying, if you're in a situation like that, get help, get out. Um, like I said, I'm available. You talk to somebody you can trust. It doesn't matter. Just talk, please. Get help if it's pertaining to that. But on a less serious note, you have to know that you can't control every situation, every aspect in your life. Try to release from thinking that you have to have control, or that you need control. It's all it's gonna do is just hinder the relationship. And if you're going through this, it's best to get out, even if there's no abuse involved and the person is always being controlling, because somebody can be like that and they're not really physically abusing you or anything like that, playing mind games, and that's a part of control, trying to have everything their way, and it messes with your peace of mind and with your peace. And with your environment. But at the same time, it can also mean try to control. Maybe you have bad eating habits, or you might have some addictions, whatever it is. You should know what the addictions are. I don't have to run it down, but you eating, alcohol, drug addictions, shopping addictions, people addictions, being addicted to people, being codependent with people, addictive behaviors like that. There's a lot of addictions in the world. Biting your nails can be an addiction. Just something minor as that, you know, and that can pertain in being self-destructive. You have to gain some control over things like that. There's help out there in organizations and classes, not classes, but support groups. Yeah, they may have classes too, but right now it's no excuse. The information is out there. Everything is very informative right now. People can get on the internet and on the web and Google things that they need to find out. It's no excuse. The information and the education is out there to help you, or to find somebody that can help you, or to get the some type of program that can help you with that. So I'm gonna go to this card, Rebuild, and these are three major arcanas also in this oracle deck. So this is some strong energy that Spirit wants you to know with these cards. There's something that you need to work on with yourself. Um, if you're in a relationship, and if that were, let's say for example that relationship was built upon sex, lustfulness, when you met him, and you was infatuated with that person, the chemistry was so intense and so deep. You had a really deep connection, even maybe even spiritual connection. But I'm saying more like in the flesh. It could be that too. But you had such a connection and romance, and the chemistry was so deep and so uh, erotic and so tense, the intensity of it. And that was the base of the relationship, how it started off. But as time went on, when you built upon that, it started to fluster, to falter. Even maybe the sex might not be good anymore. And we all adults, so I'm gonna talk like this. So any kids watching this, go. It's 18 and over. We're all adults. I'm not reading. I don't do readings for children. So if you come across my page, keep it moving. Nope. And if I find out you on my page and you under 18, I'm gonna report you. Anyway, back to what I was saying. As time goes on and the sex might not be as good, the love making might not be as good, and you guys ain't fucking as much. Put it like that. You know, it ain't. They might even be creeping now on you. They might. I mean, maybe you ain't giving up the goods anymore, so to speak. You know, you're not giving it up to them. It's just the spark isn't there anymore. It's like drying up. It's getting played out because the relationship was built upon sex and not friendship and not love, and maybe not even you being connected spiritually, you being twin flames or soulmates. Maybe you thought that person was like that because how they made you feel when you was with that person, and how they made you feel on top of the world, made you feel like you was the best Bia in the world, the best macho on the earth. They made you feel good. If you're a man, I'm talking, you know the terms. You know, they put you on a pedestal. They made you feel good. They wined and dined you. They loved you. The love making was awesome. And when you came together and you fucked, it was good. It was good. I'm getting down and deep in it because you need to listen to this. This reading is gonna resonate with you. Somebody, some Scorpio is gonna get this because when you rock the boat, and this is a water sign, sometimes things get shaky. Things don't go right. They don't flow right. It's not flowing like it used to be. You know, y'all used to fucking suck every day of the week, five, some hey shit, maybe even 10 times a day in the beginning. But as time went on, it started to get old and played out, and you guys don't screw that much anymore. You guys don't make love that much, whatever you want to call it. We're all adults here. Whatever you want to call it, you guys don't do it like that. Get down like that no more. They might be getting bored of you. They might be wanting to see other women if you're a woman creeping and coming home at night claiming that they somewhere that they really are not. Might be working. Maybe saying they probably work nights saying they have to go to work, but they really not at work. They with her or him. They with that person. Your sex and love is dried up. So they're gonna go to the next one. And that's how it be sometimes. When you build upon a relationship and the foundation is something in our flesh, we're all fleshly beings, but we're spirit first, living in fleshly vessels. But we can't build upon our relationship based on, we can't have a relationship based on sex or love. And don't get me wrong, sex is good. And in fact, sex is a very big part, even probably maybe 60%, 60 to 70% of every relationship or marriage. Sex, and there needs to be a healthy amount of sex in that relationship. And if you don't have that, you need to get the help to have that, because if you're a woman, I'm speaking to the woman right now. Because if you're a woman, especially if you're married, you have an obligation. I ain't talking to the people that are not married. I'm talking to the ones that are in covenant and they have a husband. If you're a woman and you're with if you're married and you're not giving it up to your man, I'm not saying that he should go cheat and that gives him permission to go walk and go cheat. I'm not saying that, but you have an obligation. You have a duty as a woman, as a wife, to please your man in bed. Yes, you do. It says that in scripture. I ain't trying to get religious or nothing, but it is what it is. When you become in the covenant, you become married, you become as one. You're not two anymore. You're one, and you can't be selfish. Don't get mad with me with this reading, because I'm being real with it. You cannot withhold sex and lovemaking. That man is a man, and a man is in his nature to think with his penis first. You know, he's going to think with his flesh. Especially if they're not spiritual minded, if they're not in touch with the divine, they're going to be more in tune, even more so with their flesh. Because that's all they have to go upon is their flesh. They're living in their flesh. They're letting their fleshly man being control their spirit man. They're letting their flesh control them because they don't have a foundation with our creator, with the divine, with the alpha and the omega, with the creator of this universe. If they're not in tune with him, they're not going to know how to be in tune with you and to respect and be patient with you. If there's problems, you need to go get help. There's sexual counselors for that. Talk to your regular physician about it. They have therapy for that. Sometimes the root is deeper than just the flesh as a woman. Maybe you never had an orgasm. Maybe your man, your husband don't know how to please you in bed. Now I'm back to talking in general. It is what it is, because everybody ain't married. Unfortunately, everybody should. I believe, I'm old fashioned. Everybody should be married. Whether you gay or not, you should be married. You shouldn't be fornicating and living together. You can talk shit all you want to, but I'm going to be real with it. And hey, I'm so passionate about this because I know how shit can be in relationships. I done been through a lot. If you don't please your man, he's going to go astray. Not saying that I'm not like condoning what he's doing is good if he was to do that, because he should take his ass and get help, and take his ass and take you and go get help and find out and get to the bottom, get to the root of the thing. Might be physically you might have some kind of medical problems or conditions, or it could be hormonal. Sometimes women have hormonal issues. We have a lot more hormonal issues than guys do, and it might be dealing with the hormones, something like that. They have medications for that. There is also natural ways of helping yourself as a woman too. You don't always have to pop the pill, go to the pharmaceutical company to to get healed, to get treatment for that. If you have a low libido, and even as a man, if you have a low libido, you guys have what I'm not even gonna say that blue pill. You guys have that. I ain't advertising shit, but you guys have that pill for you guys. And women, I don't think they have anything like that now. And even if they do, I haven't heard of it. But there's ways to heal, to get healed, and to be in a relationship. That's if the relationship is built upon sex and he goes out creeping and you just sitting there and you think you don't have to do nothing and please your man, and thinking that he just gonna stay, go to work, pay the bills, or you might both be working or whatever, you stay at home mom or whatever it is the case is, the setup is in your household, and he's just gonna come back and his dick is hard, he's horny, but you ain't giving it up. You not pleasing him as a man. I mean, whatever it is, it's sucking him off or whatever. I know whoever's viewing this probably like, damn, she really like putting it out there. Damn right, because we adults, we not kids. So if just sucking him off, fucking him, making love to him, whatever you want to call it, pleasing him some kind of way, even jacking him off. If you're not doing these types of things, he gonna go somewhere else. Sometimes you can be doing this and he still go somewhere. That's the greedy ass motherfucker. He greedy. Excuse my French today. The retrogrades got me like all like everywhere zoned out. So hey, it is what it is. He could be greedy. He could be a sex addict. Watching porn and stuff up at night, jacking off and stuff while you laying down sleep, and he jacking off. She got the Vaseline lotion and shit out, lubricant, whatever, and he jacking off, and you laying next to him sleep, or he in the room or in the basement or another room in the house, and he trying to please himself because you ain't able to please him, or he just want to be greedy. You probably pleasing him, but he's sitting up there watching naked bitches and shit on the internet and jacking off, or might be going leaving buying sex. Hopefully that ain't the case, because you don't want him to bring no shit and disease back to you. You know what I'm saying? So don't like, you have to get to the bottom of things, and that's when you should try to control things and get to the bottom of things and try to find out what's going on and how you guys can heal your marriage or your partnership or your relationship if you're living together, whatever. Because that's usually, excuse me, that's usually when it's harder, when you're living together. Because sometimes we get bored of each other. You got to try to do things in a relationship to bring the spice back, to bring the love back, to bring the fun back, to bring the adventure back, to bring the rendezvous back, to bring the whining and dining back. You have to do the things to do that, to keep the relationship going and flowing. Otherwise, shit, he gonna creep, you gonna creep. Y'all probably both creeping, you know, and it affects, especially if there's kids involved, it's going to affect everybody, you and the children or child or whatever. It's going to affect the household, and it ain't worth it. It just end up tumbling, shattering. And like the tower, this card represents the tower card also in the traditional tarot decks. I didn't mean to go all in deep like that. Well, yes, I did. I mean, I didn't think I was gonna take it there, but I'm speaking from the heart, and hey, I want to help you guys. Whoever's listening to this and it's resonating, I want to help you. I ain't doing this for my help. I'm not doing this for nothing. I'm not getting paid for this. I need to do this. This is what I'm supposed to do, to help you get the message to you, so you can help heal your relationship. Since we on healing, the next card I start off with it first, now I'm coming back to, is heal. To help heal your relationship, the brokenness. Um, And with brokenness, it comes pain and a heavy heart, a heavy spirit. Even depression can be involved with that. Stress, being depressed, loneliness. Maybe your partner probably left you. It tumbled, you know, and I need my stick. They could no longer, you could no longer control them. The relationship faltered, you know, he left you. And now you feel broken, but it's time to heal. It comes a time that you have to forgive. And I know people hate this word forgive. Many of you don't like it, and it's hard to deal with because it is easier said than done. Because you think by you holding in that anger and pain and emotion that it's gonna help the situation or hurt the other person, which is not. It's only poisoning and hurting you. It's only gonna poison you. It's like taking poison and hope the other person dies. That's all unforgiveness is. You have to learn how to heal. And that's when you get still and get with your divine, your creator, because he's the one who made you and created you, and can know what help you heal you and help get you back to your right state of mind and right frame of mind to be able to cope with things. Healing is a process. It is. I've been through it. Trust me. I've been through what I'm talking about with heartbreak and pain. Healing is a process, and the only way that I was able to do it is through Adonai, God, our creator, the divine, almighty, the almighty, whatever you want, whatever you call him. You know, that's how I was able to heal. And he gave me the things, the tools on how to do it. And that came with praying and stuff like that, meditating, getting quiet. Lots of crying involved, lots of crying, lots of tears. It helps heal you, but you can't always stay in that. Lots of crying, tears involved, and even hey, sometimes you gotta vent to people. I didn't really do that, but to that person that made me feel like that, I vented. Hey, I even cussed their ass out. You know, I got through it the way I was able to get through it, but in all, it was the divine who helped me get through it. To God be the glory. You know, it's a process, and I'm at the end of it now. I'm still getting through with it. I'm being so transparent right now. I don't like telling my business, but I'm being so transparent right now. But I got through it, and I'm getting through it. I'm like at the end of it, and I'm healing, and I know that you can heal from it too. You just have to surrender yourself, open yourself in love, and know that your creator, the creator of you, your divine being, is there to help you with open heart, open arms, and heart and his peace and love. To call upon him and have him shine his love on you and his healing love, his Jehovah Rapha, um, the God who heals, to ask him to help heal your heart and your mind, to help you forget that person so you can move on to your life, and to help you to forgive him, to forgive him or her, and so you can get through life and get through your day. Take it one step at a time. It's a process. It is. I know. Trust me. I know it's a process. If you like if you going through this and you would like a personal reading, um, like go to the about section and go ahead and message me, and I can do that for you, and we can talk more about this. When you learn to heal and tear off the things, um, the walls you have built up, the not trust, the not trusting, no trust, being scared and having fear of even forgiving that person and thinking that it's giving them a free pass. It's not giving them a free pass. It's helping you to be able to heal. It's helping you to be able to grow and to be re-energized and to be refreshed and to be able to When you're able to forgive other people, you'll get that karma back for you. You might do something to somebody or something, you might really hurt somebody, and maybe hopefully you don't break nobody's heart like they did you, and you might need that um you might need somebody to forgive you. What's that word? I'm trying to think of the word I'm trying to use. Basically, when you start to surrender yourself and make the choice to decide that you are going to forgive that person, that's when the healing begins. And when you get real with yourself and still, and then and ask your creator to help you heal, help you go through the process of it and help you get through it. He might not take it away from you, but he will surely walk with you and even carry you with it through it with the process. Sometimes he doesn't take things away because it builds us with our character, makes us stronger, and then it's also can be because someone you might come across in life that might need help, that might need to hear your story or your experience. Because we're all connected and we're all connected with the divine being, and we're all spirits first in a fleshly body and beings, but we're all connected and we all need to be here for one another. We all need to sometime with one another, sometime in our life, and go retrograde again. My communication is like off, but that's all right. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody needs to be forgiven because our Creator forgives us, and we want Him to continue to do that for us. So we have to forgive. Not to say when it first happens, you gotta boom. Oh, I forgive you. You know, I love you, or I want you back. You don't need that. If something's toxic, you need to get rid of it because it's gonna happen again, most likely. It's just a repeated cycle with some people. Some folks are so toxic and dysfunctional that it's still the stuff is still gonna happen. It's still gonna be. I mean, they can probably act right for a couple of months, even 6 months. Boom, they back doing the same thing again. They might be cheating, might be beating on you, trying to control you, trying to control your finances, trying to control who you can see, taking you away from your family, your loved ones, or whatever, trying to isolate you. Whatever the situation is, toxic people are always gonna be like that until our Creator decides, okay, this is enough, and maybe put it and instills it in them and bring somebody in their life to help them to stop being like that. But that's not your concern or your problem. Your concern and your what you need to do is forgive, get away from that person, forgive, and then start the process of healing. That's all you can do. All right, Scorpio. This is your reading. It's gonna be all right. This too shall pass. Trouble don't last always. Problems don't last always. It doesn't last forever. It might seem like an eternity when you're going through it. It might seem like it's gonna last forever, but it doesn't. Trust me, I done been through the been through. I done been through some shit. It would blow your mind what I've been through. But trust me when I say that you'll get through it, and eventually you'll heal. You just have to surrender to it. And that starts with forgiveness and being real that it's not the relationship for you. Okay, Scorpio? I know you hear me. You know who you are. Alright? This is Goldie. Peace.